when we hear about book banning, we instantly envision people with pitchforks and torches heading down to the Board of Education. And I think it's a lot more complicated than that. I think that a lot of the people who feel that certain books shouldn't be used in the classroom are people who are genuinely interested in the moral education of their children. But I also think there's a shadow side to the whole thing, which some people are making money from it, or some people are spending money, or we're spending some money on it. So I think it's important to kind of look at all aspects of the issue of book banning and find out what's really happening. Of course, I'm an English teacher, so I think that we need to start with books that have literary merit, and I think that we need to start with books that can be taught to help children and adolescents and high school students develop critical thinking skills as is age appropriate. The problem is that I think many of us have different definitions of what is age appropriate and different definitions of what those critical thinking skills are and how they should be taught. Personally, I think that teachers who have been trained, who work with students every day, should be on the front line. I think that librarians who work with curating this information and making it available should be on the front line of choosing. And I'm not opposed to parents being part of the conversation, but I think that parents really should be proactive in doing so and not reactive, okay? Instead of finding out your kid's reading a book after it's already happened and throwing a fit about it, I think it would be good for parents to work together with teachers and to better understand and appreciate the professionalism with which teachers and librarians come to their chosen profession. I mean, they go to school for this, they study it, they spend a lot of time thinking about it. And I think it's important for everyone to realize that we're working with professionals. We wouldn't, for example, question doctors, right, as much. We wouldn't question healthcare professionals who've trained as much. And I think that we need to just bear in mind that the people who've gone to school for a long time to study literature and to work with students to develop critical thinking skills really know what they're doing and have the student's best interests at heart. I think that if a parent really objects to a student reading a book, that I don't think the book should be banned, but I do think that schools should offer alternative texts for novels, for example. I think that there are a lot of books in this world to read, and I don't think we should get as hung up on what should be in, what shouldn't be in. I think that we should just make sure that there are a lot of different options available for students and for teachers. I don't think we should ban things, but I do think that if a student just doesn't feel like they should be reading it, or a parent doesn't feel like they should read it, we should work together to find a compromise that makes everybody happy and continues to fulfill the goals and objectives that teachers have.